the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
That's what I was ready for it.
Mr. O'Connor, Mr. Caroll said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, grab the mic.
What up?
Great fight, tough fight.
Thank you.
What was your thoughts on St. Patrick's Day weekend, you know?
Yes. Happy Paddy's Day, everybody, yeah?
Happy Paddy's Day.
You.
All right, so
Got a party tomorrow.
your thoughts on facing the champion?
Tevin Farmer was very good tonight. Do you know what? He was stronger than I thought he was going to be. Very slick opponent. But we knew that, you know what I mean? When I got the cut, I went off the game plan a little bit. My plan was catch the jab all night long and mainly make him miss his backhand. I'd done him very well in the first 2 rounds. We were trying to counter that backhand every time we were trying to either commit with him or work the body a little bit. But what I wasn't expecting was that cut. And straight away the corner said, that's deep. Make sure you win these next 2 rounds in case it did go to the scorecard, you know? So then we had to push forward a little bit and just we swayed off the game plan, really, you know what I mean? And it was like, after that I was trying to, in sparring I was trying like 2s and 3s, you know, explosive 2s and 3s. And then because I was trying to win them rounds, I started overworking almost in the earlier rounds. Whereas that wasn't the plan. The plan was to every round pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You know what I mean? But because of the cut, we rushed it a little bit. And listen, he's a world-class opponent. He's after defending the title so many times. But it was enjoyable. I had fun tonight. You know, it was good. Good fight.
Tevin, with this fight, do you think going into the 11th round, did you think that you would be able to stop him?
Sorry.
Well, when I seen him hurt, I thought I could, but I had messed my hands up like in the 4th round.
Okay.
It swollen, so but you know, true champions, we fight through anything, so I had to push through it. But I mean, I know guys at this level is not gonna be easy for them to go down, you know. So you gotta keep pushing, and you gotta be in shape to go 12. And I was in shape. I was in hella shape. He was in hella shape.
Lou?
I got a nothing but respect for this guy over here. Like, I know what kind of fighter I have in Tevin Farmer, but this guy gave a blueprint on what you do when you get a chance to fight for a world title. You give 110% of what you have, and I have a lot of fighters that should watch his performance to know, you know, if you go in there and you do everything you can do and you do the best you can, there's nothing else you can do. So this guy should be proud, and I told him that after the fight, that he came in and he executed the best he could, and he didn't get the decision, but he earned the respect of the entire boxing world. Anyone who saw that fight and doesn't respect this guy doesn't know anything about the sport.
The thing is, this is an entertainment business, you know what I mean? I'm here to put a show on. I'm here to work hard. If I had a left that ring with an ounce of energy, I would have been annoyed at myself. I put it all on the line tonight, and we pushed forward, and I pushed so much, I even drained myself a little bit, you know? Like I went off the game plan, but at the end of the day, I put it all on the line. And at the end of the day, all you can ask from a man is to give it his 110%. And I gave him all in there tonight. Tevin just was the better man tonight. And I'm just happy I put on a good performance. And I left it all in there tonight, you know? Like I said before, we are warrior.
How bad were you hurt in that 11th round?
Do you know what? It wasn't even that it was... Obviously I was hurt, I was a bit rocked. But it was more, my eardrum went, so my balance was off. It was like, physically, mentally, I was alright. Mentally, I was with it. But my eardrum was just burst, and I've never experienced that before. So my legs were a bit all over the place. I was like, psh, this is new, you know what I mean? But it's good to overcome those things, because I'll be back stronger. Next time when it happens, I know how to deal with it, you know, things like that. Boxing's all about progressing, pushing yourself to the limits every single time. If you're not pushing yourself in the boxing world, then what's the point in being in this sport? I don't want to fight average people. I want to fight the best in the world. And I done that tonight, and I put on a good performance. It just goes to show that I'm only 26. I belong in there with the best in the world.
Tevin,
You know what I mean?
Tevin, was the body attack bother you?
Say that again.
The body attack, his body attack, he kept it up the whole fight. Did that bother you at all?
I ain't slow down, no. Nah, I'm a tough guy. It's gonna take a lot to stop me. Yeah. He was doing good work to the body, but it didn't please me, no.
Tevin, how would you grade your performance tonight?
I mean, a true champion, even if you have an A performance, you're going to always say it's a COB. I mean, I feel like there's always room to improve, you know. So I give myself a B minus, C plus, somewhere around there. I don't think I'm going to ever give myself an A.
Tevin, you said your hand kind of messed up in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Is that anything serious?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But no, I'm gonna go to the doctor and see. You know, I don't think it is. I can move him pretty well, but I mean, we gonna see. Time go on.
Just as long as his hands are alright to wrap around the Philly cheesesteak tomorrow, then I'm happy. Because I want one of them bad boys. My hands are sore. He might have to feed it to me.
Tev, can you just describe the atmosphere and just like the first title fight in Philly in 16 years? You know.
Oh man, that feels great. I mean, coming from where I come from, I started boxing at 19 years old. You know, I'm only 28, and it was a lot of guys way before me that had opportunities or could have did the same thing. And for me to just come up and tell my promoters, Luther Better and Eddie Hearn, like, listen, I want to fight in Philly. And for them to respect that decision, man, it's a big thing. And I'm happy and I'm grateful I have a team around me that we work together as a team, you know. And this business, usually promoters just be like, this is what we doing, this is what we doing this, we doing that. And Friday, I'd be like, okay, because, you know, we fighters. But I have 2 promoters that's willing to work with me, and they respect me, and I respect them. And it's more than just a business.
With that being said, you have Blue here, Eddie here, you have everybody in the room here. There's been mentioned that, you know, Eddie, you said there was a possibility of the $5 million offer for Tevin to fight Javante Davis.
I actually didn't say that. Someone else said.
Okay, excuse me. Someone else said it. Well, your thoughts on that?
My thoughts. My thoughts are is that Tevin Farmer's got to be looked after financially. That's what we worry about, not Javante Davis.
Gotcha.
The whole world wants to see that fight. But Tevin's worked himself into a position now where he's a valuable commodity in the American fight game. Okay. You know, he's had 3 world championship defences in 4 months. Tank's had 3 world championship fights in about 5 years. You know? So we'll be going back, sitting down with Lou, and there is a mandatory for Tevin as well to deal with, but that's the fight. That's the fight that will secure Tevin's legacy in the sport, not just his financial legacy, but his actual legacy. And as well, I want to say well done to Jono Caroll. And you know, he's never really boxed at the level of Tevin Farmer before in his career, and he stepped up and he boxed at world level tonight. It was a world-class performance from him, and I think he's going to be a big star in America because I think he knows how to play the build-up, but he's always entertaining in the ring. I think the fans are going to love him, and I want to thank Philadelphia as well, because that was a fucking hell of a show.
Shit, it was a lot of Irish.
There was a lot of Irish. There was a lot of Irish, but there was the Philly guys come out, the Irish came out, the Polish come out. It was just a great feeling all night from top to bottom. Hank Lundy against Sparrow at 6 p.m. You know, and it's great to see Tevin headlining in his hometown. You know.
I also want to say this: the Dazn deal really has served Tevin's interest in terms of what he wanted from his career. Because when you got some historians in the room like Nigel, Bernie Fernandez, you guys know this. How many times in recent years have you seen a guy have 4 world title fights in 8 months?
Not at all.
Not anymore. Well, I was going back to try to figure out the last time a champion had 4 world title fights, and I couldn't find it.
Henry Armstrong.
You got to go back a while, and he's had 4 world title fights since August of 2018, and that's a great thing. Like that's a great thing for him. It's what he wanted to do. He wanted to be an active champion. It says a lot about Tevin Farmer and the fact that he's always in the gym and he's dedicated to his craft. But you know, Dazn's given him that opportunity. You know, we got him the title in Australia in August. He's now defended it 3 times in 6 months. That's great. You know.
I was hoping he was going to be born out. You're banging on that.
All right, guys, 2 more questions from the floor.
Tevin, O'Connell landed a lot of body shots tonight. Did that push you at all?
Who?
It's Caroll, man.
Caroll, I'm sorry, Caroll.
Man, I fought Gregor? Damn! I got hit a lot. I thought I fought Gregor.
I was just wondering if you were pushed.
No, I dictate the pace in the fight.
You went towards I
box when I want it. No, it's over. I'm gonna get him his cheesesteak and be out. I box when I want it. I went to the body when I wanted, inside, outside. I did whatever I wanted. And you seen the fight, so I think you should be able to really determine that. You seen what I did.
Last one, yes, sir.
Kevin, it wasn't help you prepare for a fight this Russian fighter?
Where my boy at? Where he at? Where he at? Where my sparring partner at? We right there. Hold on.
I think
Oh yeah. That's the one. That's the one who yeah. He helped me. Big thanks to him, man. I don't know if he got promoted or not, but y'all should look at him right there. That's the guy that helped me. So, but Jono Caroll gave up a good fight tonight. You know what I'm saying we put on for Philadelphia. Hopefully we can do it again in Philadelphia. Not me and him, but of course somebody else. No, seriously, it's not funny. But he put on a good fight. You know, he had 16, I'm tripping. He had 16 pro fights, and it showed tonight. I'm at 34. You know, being a veteran do mean something. You know, I feel like he gonna learn from this fight because there's not a lot of guys out there with the skill set that I got at 130 pounds. You know, and one thing that he did wrong tonight was he threw his load. You know, and he threw his load. I just feel like he needs to slow down a little bit, pick his shots more, and he'd be better.
The coach looking at me because that's exactly what the game plan was.
That's what he did. You know?
Guys,
but thank y'all.
Round of applause for these two.
So if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, entitled betting shows. The list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.